Hello and good evening. My name is John. We're here playing Solstice as part of my Steam cleaning series, where I go through every game in my Steam library, eventually then arbitrarily rate and or review them after just a wee bit of playtime. I'm not quite sure what this game is. I'm going to guess it's a hidden object game, maybe? Maybe something about a snowy, sci-fi planet place? Let's say new game. Probably winter solstice given the snow. Is S-O-U-L? Did I look at that properly? So odd. Did I click? I could have sworn I heard voices. Okay, it's a visual novel. Perhaps it was the wind. Yes, it must have been. If only that damn caravan driver actually did what he was paid for. I have to turn around, you know. I have a wife, you know. Where I come from, his wife would be ashamed, you know. And the Chancellor, I wonder when she did... And the Chancellor, I wonder when she last did any actual field work. I bet she's lounging in a big warm chair of hers right now, on a thick warm carpet. Bloody odds, it's freezing. But I can't give up now. Human lives and our reputation are at stake. Besides, it should be right across this valley. Wait, there it is, the Jewel of the North. Just hanging out. It's beautiful. I could have stared at the schematics all I wanted and still wouldn't have been able to imagine. This? That dome doesn't look familiar, though. The others must have added it. No matter. I can't just stand here and stare. These pipes must be part of the system. They're so warm. Maybe I can take a short break before I continue. Just for a brief moment. Huh? Galen. Huh? I'm pretty sure I heard someone. Then maybe it's time to wake up. You're almost there. Galen. Nana Gehad? Is that you? Am I dreaming? Okay. That looks okay. Not the right winter clothing, I would say, but, you know, what do I know? So it would seem. That wouldn't explain why I'm not freezing. Oh, there you go. And your clothes. No offense, Nana, but you're not exactly who I hope to see. Really now? And who precisely would you have preferred? A little animation there. I'm sorry, it's just this caravan could go any slower, and the nights are so cold in the north. I hope you'd be the driver announcing your ride at the gates. That, or something more entertaining. I'm afraid this is not one of those dreams. That's alright. I'm glad to see you anyway. How are things back home? Playing Solstice is pretty much like reading a book. However, you're often presented with a choice on what to say. Your decision will shape the story ahead. Alright. How should I know? I'm a figment of your imagination. So this is just a dream. How wonderful. If that's the case, all I have to do is... I got it. I wish you knew the answer to my question. Yes, I still don't know it. Yet. You are easily swayed by your own imagination. Broad vision and the courage to wish for more can pave the roads to greatness. But only when they are accompanied by the will to act. Otherwise, they are nothing but illusions, turning dreamers into sleepers. Thanks for the advice. Even though it's a bit cryptic, you seem very serious about all this. I'm simply concerned about my favorite pupil. Just remember that some mistakes are not worth making. Weren't you the one who taught me that I should be afraid to experiment with which route I chose to follow? Words of wisdom, Troll. Just do what must be done and come back home and keep your secret safe. They likely sent someone as well. Now wake up. Caravan driver. Wake up, Doctor! Huh? Why we stopped? Are we there? Almost. Dog found something in the snow. She's still breathing. Damn lucky if you ask me. And here I was complaining about an uneventful journey. Let me get my things. Prologue. The arrival. Do the exciting part right now. Oh. 10 days and 10 nights of shivering and chattering teeth and freezing my butt off. At long last, I've arrived. City of Ice, Jewel of the North, smelled of wet dogs, sweat, and tears. In that order. When the gates closed, the city became a winter fortress. No other caravan will arrive for the next 3 months. For better or worse. I spent these months with those who didn't leave for the winter, those with reasons to stay through the cold. The loneliness got to me fast. The doctor I replaced left 2 weeks before I came. Oh, okay. I didn't even have a chance to speak with him. My patient didn't make for good conversation either. She hadn't regained consciousness when we found her in the raging blizzard. Eventually I decided to tour the city, see if its habits were as interesting as I imagined them to be. The caravan pilot was my first choice. A strong, silent type. Not much of a conversationalist, but she had done her job well, so thanks were in order. Whoa, zooming in. Thanks! They were in order. Let me just go here. Instant, thank you. Thanks! For? You brought us here alive, frozen but alive. Who would have thought? I don't know. The other one looked almost dead to me. Huh? Oh, fortunate on her side. She'll be fine. Trust me. I'm a doctor. He's the doctor. Yeah, cone. Thanks, but I'd rather not. I trust nobody, and I'd be a fool to change that. Oh, and why is that? Trust is a luxury we, living in the North, can't afford. Maybe it's different for you, Southerners, but I make no exceptions. A reasonable attitude. My favorite aunt taught me the same thing. Still, aren't you a bit young to have so little faith in others, friend? To think otherwise would be foolish. Fools don't grow old in this city, friend. Well, the city really is something else. It is. It's got a swinging lamp and everything, and lots of flowers for being in the cold. You Southerners always do that. When you get uncomfortable, you switch to some benign topic. Still, you're right. This place is special. A utopian garden in the middle of an icy desert? Incredible. I wonder how it's done. Magic. Look up. Oh, I had a feeling it had something to do with that huge, sparkly dome. What a sight. Really interesting. I wonder what went into making it. Oh, I'm taking notes. What in the spirits are you doing? Just making some notes on it? Just making some notes on it. Should be taking some... It's a habit I picked up during my studies, and done. Important clues are stored in a case file. Okay, it's a little mystery. How can the people appreciate anything with noses stuffed in your notepads? The real thing is right in front of you. Ha! I have no idea. I guess that unnerving humming sound comes from the dome, too. You'll get used to it. Everybody does. That's how this place works. It makes you accept things. Really now, is there a story you'd like to share with me? We spent the next 3 months locked away from the world, seeing the same faces each day. Don't worry, by the time the winter season passes, you'll have heard more stories than you can handle. I can handle a lot. Tell me. Am I right in thinking you're not originally from here? No one is. We're in a technological wonder raised in the middle of an icy desert. Is there anyone in the city who's actually from here? It's me, if there's any. I come from the tribes who inhabited this land long before this crazy contraption was built. The less said about them, the better. Alright. Now please, leave me alone. I'm busy. Whoosh. Yakone was as cheerful and perky as a sledgehammer. I wonder what the meaning of her name is in her native tongue. Something tells me it's attitude. A little judgy. She was right about one thing, though. The girl was found in really bad shape. Frankly speaking, she was lucky to be alive. What madness made her venture the icy desert on foot? I'd have to ask when she wakes up. Lucky for me, the next person I met was in a much better condition. Call me superficial if you like. Whoa! We're meeting a lot of characters really fast, and there doesn't seem to be a tab in here for... Okay, there is a tab for people, alright. So once we get a single detail. Menus can be a little fast. Good morning, officer! Why was I summoned here? Am I being arrested? Nothing like that. Ah, too bad. So, you're the new doctor. I want to welcome you to the city. My name is Haisia. I'm the chief of the guard. Thank you. Glad to be here. Part of my boldness, but you look different from the other guards. I've noticed you around the market, and they have these really fancy uniforms. Those are private security of the merchant family, staying behind over the true winter to protect their precious district. City Guard is a separate entity. Honestly, I couldn't care less about the fancy uniform. Before I got this job, I used to be a sellsword. Experience taught me that simple attire works best. Besides, you don't look like our last doctor either. Where's your white coat? Good point. I guess it's not the clothes that makes the man. Exactly. In any case, I hope your coming here will prove worthwhile. Oh yes, I'm sure it'll be a huge boost to my career. It might, at the very least. You can spend your contracted time analyzing the locals. I'm sure you'll find them odd, eccentric, and generally unstable enough to be worthy of research. Hardly surprising. The circumstances are hardly normal. Take a bunch of healthy people and lock them up for 3 months in the middle of the icy desert. What do you think you'll get? How should I know? You're the doctor. You tell me. You should never rush a diagnosis. People are more complex than they seem at first glance. That foreshadowing. But fear not. As soon as I spot the psychotic killer, I'm... What? There's a killer on the loose? I'll inform the authorities. I can only hope I won't flip and join the party. About that. Remind me to tell you what happened to the previous doctor. Anyway, have a good stay in the city, and feel free to drop by the guardhouse if you want to chat. Every decision matters. Okay. And please don't start any trouble. There are so few of us here, it would be a shame if someone had spent an entire true winter in jail. Ouch! No worries, Captain. I'll keep my troublemaker nature at bay. Glad to hear it. See you around. I already had a good feeling about Kasaya. I've always felt uniforms and sense of humor were the perfect combination. Maybe being stuck in this place for 3 months wouldn't be as boring as I thought. My next destination was a local bathhouse. I don't have time to daydream in hot tubs, but I couldn't resist at least dropping in and saying hello. The hostess, as it turned out, was even more friendly than the guard. Whoa! Constance. Good day, traveler. Allow me to welcome you to our city and to my bathhouse. Thank you. Please don't be offended by my question, but how come people were so eager to take a look at me on the way here? They were watching from the windows. This is a big city. Am I a tourist attraction of sort of an oddity, or is there something else on my face? I can say with absolute confidence there's nothing wrong with your appearance. It's very pleasing to the eye. And being in charge of the bathhouse, I have plenty of physical specimens for comparison. So you see people without makeup or clothes. That must be revealing. A little too revealing at times. I've always considered myself a bit of an expert on well-being and beauty, and I know how to help people's true inner beauty side. But there are moments when I see some things get hidden for a reason, and will probably stay that way for the benefit of us all. So I'm exceptionally handsome, and that's why people stare at me? Is that what you're saying? It isn't just that. The weather will cut off the city from the world for 3 months. Aren't you curious about the people you'll be stranded with? They are all just curious about you, especially as so few of us have stayed for the dead season, and since you look so alluring. Seems reasonable to me. Alright, I am curious. So what do I do now? Find my own window to observe people from? I'll be glad to formally introduce you to everyone here, if you'd like. I love the curtsying. No way out. I prefer personal performance. I love curtsying. I simply love formal introductions. We can all curtsy, talk about the weather, do some ballroom dancing. It's cold today, no? I see you prefer to do things informally. I guess I can't blame you. I don't know if that choice mattered because they went to informal no matter what I picked. You said it yourself. There are only a couple of us left here, so why stand on ceremony? Ah, because it requires a master of ceremony. And since I'm the only master of ceremony in the city, I get to remain in your company. Which does seem agreeable. Besides, if you spent as many years learning to curtsy properly, you'd like to use it on occasion as well. I promise to give you the chance to do that next time we meet. I'll hold you to your word. Best of luck meeting people by chance, then. I was beginning to think people were chatty and warm here in the north. Back in the Isles, we partied whenever there was a newcomer because it was polite and due, but mostly because parties are fun. I don't know the relevance of that. Constance seemed like a woman used to more sophisticated type of entertainment, though, and I must admit, her perfume smelled amazing. But I started to wonder, what did folks in the city do when they wanted to have fun? I guess watching the dome could be an entertaining, if nauseating, pastime. There was always talking to other people. At least that's what I thought until I met Sam. Not the most social fellow. He was also a dog person. A bad? Like literally dog person, or a person who likes dogs? If he's actually a dog person, that seems a little racist, but... Okay, he is not actually a dog. Background dog. So, these are the kennels. I don't really know what I was expecting. So, I'm the new doctor. I just arrived. I'm going to be around meeting everyone. In truth, if Constance hadn't told me about this place, I'd probably never have found it. I value my privacy. So, what do you do around here? He's in a dog kennel. I handle the dogs. Yeah, the barking started to spoil that surprise. So, you have a couple of nice pups? That's great. I like dogs. I don't have them. You can't own a dog. Just like you can't own a friend. No dog would ever say he was owned. And what would the dog say? Nothing, of course, but no dog would have such an idea. They are much more honest than humans. Honest. Haven't you ever seen a puppy pretend it hadn't slept in your bed despite leaving fur everywhere? It was likely probably told that its pack doesn't share a lair. Don't expect animals to understand human customs. People, however, understand them well and try to take advantage of them intentionally. I guess they do. What was your name again? I'm Sem, the city's master of kennels. Pretty important position, seeing all the travel here is done by dog sled. I do what I'm good at. You understand dogs? Sure, the right job. Well, why do you know so much about dogs? What do you mean? I just listened to them. I can hear them right now. It's still just sparking to me. Where did you learn to understand them so well? It's not a matter of place. You can learn to communicate with dogs anywhere. Right. Dogs are getting restless. You should be on your way, good doctor. So diverse and full of life, yet the atmosphere of this new city was already starting to sink in. Everyone back home thought I was insane for coming to a place where the water was frozen and people wore ridiculous amounts of clothing all the time. If only they knew. I was still exhausted after the journey, so this final induction had to wait until the next day. My quarters were surprisingly comfortable, even inviting. Apparently the previous doctor had been somewhat demanding. I asked Isaiah if he was the only official around, and if all the powerful merchants I heard so much about had already left the city. He merely smiled and told me to expect a guest early in the morning. And some guest it was. Whoa! Spirits, yes, I'm coming. Hello, who is this? Open up, boy, I haven't had all day. Someone's asleep, you know. What? Did your southern son eat your smarts, or are you dense by nature? I'm the one paying you. Open the damn door. Oh, shoot. Hello there, sir? Madness! Do let infants cure people now? Huh? Well, what is it, kid? You can speak, can't you? Sorry, I'm half asleep. I'm quite good at speaking, though I admit I still have problems with some of the bigger words. Especially when I'm half asleep. It'll do you good to get up early. It's almost daytime anyhow. Well, I guess you'll have to do. They wouldn't have sent someone wholly incompetent. Huh? I see the captain already showed you the office. You'll be attending your professional duties here. This includes your patients and the plants. The old doctor left quite a herbarium. I must say. It'd be a pity to see it wither because you lack the discipline to care for it. I take my obligations seriously, sir. I assure you of that. Do you now? Well, it's good to hear such things from one so young. What was your name again? I'm Galen, sir. Oh, yes, of Gen Clan. It's not exactly a clan. It matters not. I know your family, tribe, or what have you. Quite famous, some of you. Quite very expensive services. But I digress. Do your job right and we'll get along fine. And whatever you do, don't trouble me. I may be retired, but that only means I have even more control over what I do with my time. I understand, sir. Good, maybe not feeble-minded as the ridiculous smile makes you look. And call me Istvan. I don't hold official titles anymore, so you don't have to call me so. Istvan was something else. Okay. I don't think I've ever met a man his age with so much energy. He was actually in a hurry to go to bed. Which made me wonder what he'd be doing the whole night. He also gave me a priceless piece of information. I was to get all my meals booked in. Just in time, too. I was getting hungry, and when I'm hungry, I'm only half the charmer. A little bit of a lighting effect here to show who's talking, which is good. Hello there, madame. Are you the innkeeper? Hello to you, too, young man. That I am. You're the new doctor, aren't you? Yes, that's me. It must be obvious with so few people left in the city and even the only face. I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't know who you were, Galen. Including knowing my name. Especially the name. Mine's Slava, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Slava. But what are you doing here at this early hour? Let me guess, the old fool paid you an early welcome visit. I wake up early anyway. It's alright. I'm glad you're up so early. Got lots of things to do. Oh my, such a positive outlook on life. Haven't seen that around here in a while. Istvan isn't the easiest person, you know. Be careful not to yield to his every whim. Apparently he was up all night and wanted to speak with me before he went to bed. As long as I didn't do that every morning, I can put up with the unusual habits. But isn't Sven your boss too? Isn't it risky for you to call him... What, an old fool? Ha! If I got a silver shilling each time I called that to his face, I'd have my own palace in the merchant's district by now. Is Sven tolerates this? He needs me. I also think he respects me because I, unlike so many others, speak my mind openly. He probably feels a bit sorry for me as well, I think, because of Lev. Who is Lev? My insane husband. Oh, may I ask what happened to him? Kala, that's what happened. What is Kala? I don't think that's here yet. But I'm babbling. You came here to eat, didn't you? Nom 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 nom. I immediately liked Slava. Direct and edgy, she also came across as a kind of caring person. I was looking forward to getting to know her better. But also in that moment, my curiosity about Slava's husband awoke. For almost a week, I barely got a glance at him. I began to imagine him as some sort of lunatic with inhuman abilities that got weirder each time I thought about him. By the time he came to me, I was half expecting him to have a tail, horns, and smell of sulfur. Funniest thing about Lev is that he didn't disappoint me. When he appeared at my doorstep, everything about him proved Slava was right. Oh, he looks a little rough. I'll be right with you. I just need to water these Atropa. Man, what happened to you? Did someone beat you up? Someone? If one's an utter fool, can you honestly call him someone? Who did this? Okay, screen shake, you're a little too excited. They wanted Kala, glory over my dead body. Kala, what? Listen, you're safe now. Let me check your wounds. You have bruises. Ha! But a head with no skin can get no bruises. Let them try to hollow the Guardian. Come, look at in the empty eye sockets. Dark within, horns hiding the light. I asked if it was the Kala. The cuts and bruises are going to hurt. They'll heal soon enough, but your collarbone might be fractured. I'm afraid you could have a mild concussion. Might not even be that mild. Lie down, let me get the medicine. No, it's called to me. Release the pain and be gone. What? You can't leave. You should be walking in your condition. You want to command? He who will command Kala, release the pain. You want me to relieve you of your pain? You need help. Tell me exactly what occurred today and hide nothing so I can treat you properly. I have to go now. Wait. You need to stay because of Kala. How do you expect to get to this Kala when you're in such terrible shape? Let me help you with that first. I promise you will heal fast, and then I'll help you in your pursuit, however you want. No, Skeleton's Wreath, no! You don't want me to help you? Why? An unforgiving mistress she is. She gave me clues, the road, and then she closed the door, and I can't walk. But Kala is most important, and nothing will stop me. I can't stand out in history. I can go. I have to go. Wait, drink this. At least to hear the pain and stop any possible infections. Drink. You'll heal faster, and please take it easy. Just slow it down. Drink. Drink. Very good. Chapter 1. WTF. Tracking the Lion. Everything about Lev was ominous, even without years of experience in physiatry. Being a physiatrist. I couldn't tell that his psychiatry. I could tell that his babbling wasn't caused by a concussion. Who can imagine what happened later that night? Over the next week, I followed the monotonous pace of the city, and gladly accepted routine it offered. But gradually, the novelty started to wear off. My patient remained in quite a bad state. I had used all my skills to accelerate her healing process. She was no longer comatose, but still spent most of her time asleep. Too weak to speak, she only gave me her name. Yanni. But starting to fear, things have become dull much too quickly for my taste, until early one morning my patient and I could finally talk. Whoa! Alright, this has been, oh gosh, Solstice. It's a visual novel with some minor plot choices. I really like the visual style of it. I think the art is very well crafted. Just enough animation to make it feel alive, more alive than most stuff. And the backgrounds, like I said, the incidental animations work really well. The journal's a nice touch. I really like the fact that you can go in and get details about characters eventually. Obviously, there's not a whole lot going on right now, but it's nice to have this so you can refresh yourself when you're coming around. I don't know if this breaks out into like additional puzzles or additional mystery or anything like that, but it does say the story's going to change based on choices, which is always good to give some replay value for it. Yeah, I think this one's pretty good, and I'd like to know more about it, so I might continue playing later. Cheers!